Almost a 50% rejection rate that we are seeing in the news for Canadian visas. Is that legitimate? Is that actually the news? Personally, I would say that everyone that we have worked with, right, there's been no such rejection. But yes, there's a lot of people on Twitter, if you see, there's a lot of people on social media platforms that are complaining that first off, the process is so delayed. Even the toppers are getting rejected. And secondly, on top of that, if you have applied for a Canadian student visa, right, let's say that even after months and months of wait, if you do get a decision and if you get a rejection, that makes your life very difficult, because then you have to put your plans on hold. Maybe you cannot really go to Canada for the next 1 year. Almost a lot of times universities do not have September and January intakes both, right? So what they would do is they would shift you to the next September. So a lot of these things are going on. It's pretty crazy. And here's what's going on. I want to give you the clarity, right? First off, right, most of these rejections, and I've repeated this again and again, but people keep on making this mistake. Most of these rejections are because of your visa SOP, or in other words, you may call it LOE, letter of explanation. A lot of you guys are putting in stuff in your LOE or SOP which you do not really know will actually help, or maybe you're just not able to understand it, right? But you're adding it anyway, and it's actually doing more harm than good. What is that stuff? That stuff is based on the sole assumption that Canada wants you to settle down over there. That's not what you are applying for though, are you? You're applying for a non-immigrant visa. Non-immigrant means that you are applying to something which is basically temporary. You are not going to be staying in Canada for a permanent amount of time, right? You're telling them, look, I'm going there to study. You're not telling them that you're going there for the express entry. You're not telling them that you're going there for the PNP. You're telling them that you're going there to study. If you're going there to study, right, understand this, your visa is not really an immigrant visa. You are telling them that, look, this is going to be a temporary stay. And while that is great, in your SOP, what you do is you basically go ahead and tell them, look, Canada is great. I love Canada. I want to settle down there. I want to work over there. I would like to gain experience over there, which by essence, right, that is something that Canada does advertise. That's okay, right? Canada advertises it's okay if you want to settle down. We have pathways for that, but you are not going for that pathway, right? You have to understand that there's a fine line over here. There's a difference, and that's the biggest mistake. And just in case you cannot keep yourself from making this mistake, right, we can actually help. You can actually take a look at the Canada Visa SOP LOA service that we have over here. Let me just bring that up for you. Canada Visa SOP letter of explanation, where we actually build one for you from scratch. So we can actually do that for you end to end, just in case you need help with a rejection. This is the biggest reason of all, right? The second thing that I have personally seen, and this is not for the LOE service, right? That's basically just a small part of your whole visa application, but we also do visa applications, right? If you take a look at this Canada Visa Application Help, end to end, you know, SDS, general, non-SDS stream, whatever you want, basically we do everything, right? But at the same point in time, right, what we have experienced while working with a lot of applicants for this service, the Visa Application Help one, is that non-SDS is right now faster than SDS, and we have witnessed this many times, not just once. This was not true last year. This was not true last year. I'm not going to say that SDS is not fast. SDS used to be fast, and it was amazingly fast. About 20-25 days you would be having, you know, the entire process done. But that's not SDS of today. The SDS of today makes you wait for months. The SDS of today will basically have you wait without a response from IRCC for even 2-3 months a lot of times. The non-SDS of today, however, on the other hand, a lot of times the process can get completed within 2-3 weeks and even a month in a lot of cases. That is very well possible. Non-SDS is right now, I do not know why, there's probably a very big backlog that they have for SDS, right? Maybe because of that. But non-SDS is much faster. Do not make the mistake of applying through SDS this year. Regardless of whether you're applying with us, with yourself, with anyone else, don't make this mistake. I'm telling you that. Worst to worst case scenarios, we have even seen that people have had to wait 9 to 12 months. Imagine the plight of those people. They actually have put their life on hold. They've put their education on hold. They're not able to do anything. They're not able to study. They're not able to work, right? What they're doing right now, best case scenario, internships, because they don't really know when they would be able to go. The decision can come the next day, right? So they cannot be in a bound employment as well. So it's all going to hell for such people, and I want you to actually save yourself from that scenario if you're watching this channel, of course. Finally, students are having to defer their plans again and again and again, and sometimes if you get a rejection and you sometimes, you know, you're like, fuck it, let's just not do anything about this, you know, you completely give up, which is not the entire point of this video. This video wants that you get success for your visa, and if you're not able to do that, do it with us. We'd be happy to help. We have experience, we have people, we have done thousands of these applications, and we know what gets you through in the first go itself without a rejection. So we'd be happy to help with that. But even if you're doing by yourself, right, make sure that you keep these points in mind, right? Non-SDS is currently better. I'm saying at the time of publishing this video, I do not know if this video will be valid 6 months later or not. I'll try to post more updates, right? But don't watch this video 6 months later and think that this is still valid. The second thing that will, however, always remain valid: do not tell them that you want to settle down in Canada. All right, that's the quickest recap that I can give you for this video. I hope that all of you will be able to make it to your universities in time, and I really hope that this video helps. If it does, however, please make sure that you subscribe and follow us on Instagram for more such content, where we will have much more smaller, but I would say multiple updates for you guys coming on soon. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. Goodbye and take care for now.